Hey guys, what's up? This is my presentation today on why SNL needs to be destroyed. From the nobody who was intentionally targeted in an SNL sketch, believe it or not. Crazy, right? Alright, so getting into it. I guess I'm still... Okay, weak start, but I'd always choose a Band-Aid over Hitchcock's cage. But how do we define Hitchcock's cage? Well, he did free the birds.
He sells guns and wiped them off the face of the earth.
It's the end of the world. Thus, you know, Lord God, unto the mountains and the hills and the rivers and the valleys. Behold, I, even I, shall bring a sword upon you, and I will devastate your high places.
Great movie, great film.
You're a man, and I know nothing because I'm a woman.
You're not a woman.
Oh, you bastard.
So, being hitched to a cock as a woman without consent is considered rape, okay? Get that through your heads, guys, okay? Get it through your heads.
Never take off your blindfold. We will make it.
You take this and you go.
I'm leaving you. Please don't take my children. Open your eyes. No. Open your eyes. Please don't take my children! Do you hear that?
Uh-oh. What could that mean? Order in the court! This presentation will include everything that everyone wanted to say but felt like they couldn't. It's okay. Actually, did you guys know that knowledge without action destroys? So, there we go. Hashtag me too, bros. I'm joining the movement a few years late. Stop. Don't be fooled. Stop erasing my sisters for the ego benefit of misogynistic men. Imbeciles are like, hey, Nat, how are you trans and transphobic? It is impossible to be transphobic when you're trans. So why are you speaking to me in a transmissive tone with transmissia that does not approve of my transgenderism? No King's Day? I don't think so, honey. I'm not meeting your standards. I'm actually raising them. I am an alpha leading America home, okay? So transgenderism was invented by a man with a penis who was scared of his sexuality, and he actually killed so many gay men. Did you guys know that? Yeah, and it was during World War II, and now these fucking idiots keep screaming, World War III, bruh! We won the war, and we're not in Germany! Like, damn, you guys realize how binary oppositions work, right? Like, if it wasn't for you retarded communists eager to let millions of undocumented citizens in a year just so they can destroy the economy and send money home. That's right, home. They don't value us anymore. America is being used, and your trans eugenics and degeneracy is destroying the country's economy. I don't want people in cages. I want people home, and I want them safe in their homes. So I want the entire world safe. Is that such a crime? Is that such a crime? Is it bad to want our American values and faith restored for people who value our country before they value their pitiful reflection in a phone screen as they rest safely in their beds? So you get it? I'm trans and I'm being canceled by literally everyone for just wanting justice, peace, order, faith, and harmony restored in our nation. P.S. Thoughts. Nazis would have never taken on their actual form if it wasn't for you goddamn idiots creating national terrorism for me. So in this scenario, I can play Anne Frank, right? Because America is full of such demonizing, retarded assholes that are dehumanizing history by taking it out of context, but all history is just a play to us American brains. It's springtime for Hitler in Germany. So I have no friends in this town. Oh, I hide inside all day writing words that I pray save our nation as I eat scraps because I'm a poor little woman. I don't feel safe in my body and keep getting harassed by men who have made the destruction of our country in full form through the hypocrisy and illusion that I am purchasable. I'm sure I'd find you somewhere crying online because your passport, God fucking forbid it, reflects your birth before you sob for third world countries where girl children are raped from the point of conception. Okay, do you get that? So you'd rather cry online because your passport reflects the fact that you have a big fucking wanker before you sob for third world countries where girl children are raped from conception. Get that? You're not creating peace. What you're doing is you're creating terrorism through your goddamn ego that's dependent on the rape of what my vagina means in relationship to your ignorant-ass ego, you retarded incels. So where was this energy when the Biden admin abandoned 200+ K kids at the border with no adults? What do you think happened to all those children? Do you know how many children were goddamn trafficked during his admin? Where was this energy? How many kids sobbed in cages over Obama's ruling? It's called being a president. You have to do shitty things to establish country order. They are mocking your egos. Self-deportations are at an all-time high, and that's a great thing for our economy and nation. Because we are a country founded on immigrants. Don't get me wrong. I respect that. I honor that. I love the melting pot theory. But what we don't need is we don't need illegal immigrants abusing our economy to build their own countries. You get that? They come to us illegally. They work and they make a lot of money that they send home to build their nation's economy as our people suffer. If that's not true, look at the goddamn rent prices. Look at the goddamn rent prices and ask me, 6K plus figures for transformative surgeries? How are those negatively affecting the economy? You are the losers. You are the reasons that eggs cost so much. And I have omnophobia, just like Alfred Hitchcock, because I don't care about your retardation. We need to work with our allies and establish world peace and promote well-rounded health. That starts with your relationship to universal spirit, God, detransition, or create a World War fucking III. I want freedom to not have to check my pants to be here and safe in my body. I don't want a nation of such goddamn terrorists that the platform of SNL can abuse their stage to intentionally hurt innocent people who want peace from rape, Bowen. I want peace from rape, that's all. And what you did was an act of terrorism and rape. Believe it or not, I don't want to worry about some man killing me because he couldn't own the fact that his sexuality is his own to hold in his gender, in his genus, in his birth, without fear. That's called being transgender, you fucking dick. It's not called raping our goddamn woman and our sisters until we cut off our fucking tits to appease your fucking ego, you fucking retards. You incel pieces of shit. And you hear this and you want to be like, oh, she's so crazy, I'm so real, I'm so valid. You are real and you are valid, but you are a direct reflection of misogyny and the objectification of women through what? Nothing but your own vanity. So I'd rather be canceled than be a puppet to Yang and the underground oligarch of Democrats. That's right, Democrats are spoon-feeding each other underground with no leader but the greed and the devil. We need the Devi, though. The Devi. Kamala Devi Harris, home ruler, lotus flower, goddess. So yeah, I'm canceled because God forbid I want women at peace in their bodies. So if a penis being trans means this...
There's a lot of misinformation out there about what it means to be transgender, but recently scientists have begun to look more closely into the neurology, physiology, and psychology behind it.
Instead of that, we would regularly watch videos by this transgender YouTuber called ContraPoints, who is male to female. And this is where I learned about the concept of gender dysphoria and transition and all of these concrete steps. And also that year in health class, we learned about the gender unicorn, and we were asked to kind of place ourselves on that. I did my Googling because I was distressed, and that's what any kid does in my generation. And it's like, I get along better with girls than with boys. And all these symptoms on Google basically, in 2019 at least, 2018 rather, all lead you towards the answer of trans. And when you look at these self-help resources and these videos by these transgender YouTubers, those same grievances are replicated in their words, and they say that transitioning fixed all of that for them.
It doesn't. Why would affirming a delusion that your ego construct created because you weren't enabled to be at liberty and at peace in your body because of misogynists, because of people with homophobia? You couldn't feel safe in your identity because of bad people in this world. So you choose to harm me because I am the oppressed, because women are the oppressed, right?
That denying the truth and ignoring biology actually does. It undermines the fundamental aspects of who we really are. By seeking to make others assert that these men are women, they're actually making women less and less human.
I don't feel human in the goddamn slightest, so thank you so much for raping me.
You identify as he/, He.
Fuck yeah, bro.
All right.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's fucking
fuck
right,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I'm a dude. I love makeup. I love fashion. I've been doing this for so long. Now these terms did not exist when I was a kid.
Do you fuck with them or no?
With what?
The terms.
No. I think half of it's fucking stupid. But no one wants to ever say that.
Will you get in trouble for saying?
I don't care anymore.
You're beyond.
So it's time to meet my sponsor again. Hey, Jeffrey, would you like to Venmo me money? Maybe? Anybody? Ha ha ha, because I need it.
Brat or not? Hunter Biden's laptop? Brat. Mark Robinson's search history? Nah. Donald Trump going to NYU? Brat. NYU? Nah. Amy Adams in Night Bitch? Brat.
You see, I have been made...
Indictment? Nah.
I have been so dehumanized by the platform of SNL that I don't feel human because he raped my humanity away from me when my dream was to get on that stage to empower the communities that serve us, our entire nation. They don't care for that anymore because they're just fascist dictators. Dictators. Lorne Michaels is a perpetrator of misogyny and internalized homophobia and the objectification of women without honoring and respecting their light and equality. If that's true, I watched the movie Saturday night and asked about Rose and her role in the show. I bet it was more. It was more than you conveyed because you don't understand the ability to empower women in an equal light. Or do you? That was kind of a cold blow. I'm really sorry, actually. That was kind of offensive. I kind of have some internalized trauma because Bowen Yang actually made me go to court over a person with names, which is such a funny thing. I can speak up. If I was born with a dick and calling myself a woman, this country would go up in flames, by the way, if Bowen Yang did that to me. So I don't want to hear how insane I am when the country would be protective of me if I was born with a dick getting transphobically targeted by the stage of SNL. So this was genuinely quite a disgusting abuse of power and nothing but targeted harassment at an incredibly vulnerable and isolated human not of your same equity. So where was the joke in that sketch if not directly and intentionally on my name with direct intent to harm? Well, it was literally just targeted bullying from a stage, again, not of my equity. It genuinely made me black out for 10 months. I'd get psychosis because I was already someone healing from extreme CPTSD, concussion, memories of a lot of trigger warning because of my dad, but also trying to empower myself and other trigger warnings from other people, and transgender ideology was stripping me of my birth at the same time, and men were cosplaying the kind of woman that I genuinely wanted to be if I wasn't too abused into being this mentally ill. So he said I wasn't brat, but I've wanted to be a woman capable of singing like a goddamn woman for my entire life. Don't separate me from myself. So, you know what? So when I say I'm glad I didn't kill myself, I genuinely mean it. But now I'm 27 and I just keep praying to God that I survived this year. I keep just holding my head and fucking praying. So I made a comedy show, and the comedy show that Bowen Yang knew about and abused me because he didn't believe in my identity. That's what I believe. Because I was isolated again in my gender. I was dehumanized in my birth. So some people like Bowen are too stupid to understand that it's social commentary to explore why me being a player would be bad and abusive to women, but would be and is internalized a masculine trope that I feel as though I could fall villain to. I don't want to be a villain to my sisters, but it is vulnerability to be a woman and be seductive with women like Tony Stark would. So I rely on consent, and my consent was not given for Bowen Yang to do that to me. Is this even worth it? Social commentary. To my penthouse floor. Think I might cheat when I go on tour. So where we going sexy? Should I call up Dior? What's your flight and when's it land? Cause I'm too high for the Delta strand. So, again, you know, we already watched the videos on if you're born with a dick and trans, what that means. So, if my vagina means being trans, this is what it is.
There's a lot of misinformation out there about what it means to be transgender, but recently scientists have begun to look more closely into the neurology, physiology, and psychology behind it.
I really like this song. It has a nice lyric. Oh, what? What have I done? Okay, well, it says resistance is fine when space is occupied. Resistance is justified when space is occupied. The space is my vagina. In question. Spit.
Yeah, 360. When you're in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you're in the mirror, you're just looking at me. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia.
I didn't want to transition for many reasons. I was raised Buddhist and it'd be a karmatic rape on my humanity, like I would find some form of mystic justice in the objectification of women and rape on my full humanity, which is hilarious because Bowen Yang calling me Mark Robinson's search history completely contradicts that. It's always funny how the reason finds its way to its surface. Yang is nothing more than a microphone right on his dick like C.K. Lewis, but worse. If this happened to a man, the world again would go up in smokes, but nobody cares because it's a woman getting abused, and especially this woman's different. She's wearing a fucking crown. What the hell's wrong with her? If you're afraid to set boundaries for womanhood because you are afraid that someone with a penis would kill themselves, if you said, hey, actually, to be a woman you have to be born with a goddamn vagina, you are in a situation of narcissistic entrapment that's creating degeneracy for our nation. And this is just a narcissist. Not a bad thing. I've been there. I've done that. But shut up and fucking heal, you dick swab. Because guess what? My previous typecast before this cult overtook our society was characters like Ariana Grande portrays in this film. I can be that sweet. I can be that sensitive. I can be that lighthearted. But when I'm getting raped by men like Bowen Yang on the stage and platform of NBC SNL for wanting peace in my country, in this nation, when that platform's made to reflect our nation, you think I wouldn't be a little crazy? He's trying to make me the Green Witch, but I say screw all that. Let's go back to Victorious. I'll still be Ariana Grande's typecast, and I'll just be looking for Toto. So, Bowen, I hate to break the news to you, but you're an idiot. You are an idiot abusing the platform of NBC SNL to target me. I know it. I have receipts. I've shared them. I wouldn't be speaking up if I wasn't directly affected by your actions, if I didn't feel at heart and spirit that I was the one targeted, because I was. There's no excuses. There's no way to avoid this truth. This is my reality, and you need to acknowledge the true harm that you did, whether it be psychically, cognitively, spiritually, vocally. I don't care. Just get the fuck out of my goddamn way, okay? So if you are born with a penis and think your personality means that you're a woman, thanks for setting feminism back to the Stone Ages. What is this thing here? I just still feel like a woman. Derp, Billy boy, what's in your pants? I don't know, Sheila, you aren't thinking mean anything. Can I be honest? It's actually disgusting. It is literally disgusting. And that's why all transgenders with penises have ruined my life. Thank you guys so much for coming to my presentation. Hope you all take care of our sisters, and put these men back into fucking place.